Hey guys, it's the next Bloodlines 2 / World of Darkness video, and this time we're going to be covering the Gargoyles due to popular vote. Thank you guys for stopping by, and let's get right into this. The Gargoyles are a vampiric bloodline created by the Tremere as their servitors. Although technically not a Tremere bloodline, the bloodline is largely under their control. The bloodline was first created via the thaumaturgical ritual in 1167, or 1121 according to other sources. For the first several centuries after their creation, all their powers were in the form of rituals cast upon them by their Tremere masters, and during those early nights, the original Gargoyles came into being only in 3 variants made to fill different roles for their Tremere masters. Those variants were the Scouts, which were made to observe the Tremere's enemies and to report any important information to their masters quickly and reliably, and would therefore focus on mastering the art of stealth and flight. The Warriors, which were constructed to serve as frontline soldiers, destroying enemy vampires by focusing on potence and combat abilities, which enabled them to deal more damage to their foes. And then lastly, the Sentinels, which were crafted to serve as glorified housekeepers, keeping an eye on their masters' havens and areas of interest and protecting them from harm, which led to them focusing on fortitude and keeping alert for any intruders. During the mid-15th century occurred the uprising in which the bulk of the Gargoyle slaves of Clan Tremere liberated themselves from their masters. It must have ended around 1497. In the Victorian Age, at this point in their history, Gargoyles have evolved beyond the need for Tremere rituals, instead having developed their own special discipline called AUdio-Technica. Hopefully I pronounced that right, guys. Escaped Victorian Gargoyles are uncommon. They find the world baffling and dangerous. Their monstrous looks do not allow them to pass through the throng of kind easily, and if recaptured, they're inevitably destroyed by their captors. While travel from Europe to the Americas was not impossible, the logistics of such a task was not easy, and the few Gargoyles who made the crossing found themselves in a world more alien than the one they left behind. In the final nights, Gargoyle populations seem to be booming. This is largely because older, free Gargoyles are coming out of hiding to join the Camarilla, because more indentured Gargoyles break free from the clutches of the Tremere, and because the free Gargoyles have also begun to embrace more mortals on their own. Originally, all Gargoyles were created using the blood of 3 different clans: the Gangrel, the Nosferatu, and the Shimaji. Now hopefully I pronounced that right, I'm really still trying to get used to that. Gargoyles have a strong sense of community. They often keep communal havens. Sometimes Gargoyles petition the prince for the release of slave Gargoyles, but more often they just tear slave owners to pieces. With no community, Gargoyles are likely to embrace and build their own. Regardless of their affiliation, deeply care for each other. New Gargoyles are groomed by all to survive and adhere to the Masquerade despite the difficulties. Special focus is on teaching a fledgling to fly, since this is an experience unique to the Gargoyles. Slave Gargoyles sleep wherever their masters allow them: closets, basements, crypts, and cells. Free Gargoyles prefer sleeping in havens, high above the ground. Bell towers and disused high-rises are favorites. Gargoyles are often muscle for other kindred, and sometimes in exchange for a bare-bones haven. Gargoyles are not embraced, but are rather created by the Tremere using kindred from other clans: Nosferatu, Gangrel, etc. However, the Gargoyles are still capable of siring chowder, and some free Gargoyles have begun to do so. The process of creation is intense for Gargoyles, especially for those taken directly by the Tremere. The surge of competing strains of vitae, combined with the magical energy inherent to their transformation, serves to wipe away the pre-existing memories and loyalties of a new Gargoyle, leaving a tabula rasa on which the Tremere can work. The process is a trifle gentler for Gargoyles embraced by other Gargoyles, who sometimes retain at least vague senses of their former lives. But even so, most of their past just dissolves under the occult onslaught. As for what drives a Gargoyle to embrace a mortal, most times it is a case of simple obsession. There is neither reason nor rhyme to the matter, and even the most eloquent members of the bloodline shrug and put it down to gut feeling. All Gargoyles, much like the Nosferatu, are hideous to look at, a byproduct of their occult origins and the varied kindred stock from which they originate. This means that Gargoyles, just like the Nosferatu, have to hide their existence from common mortals, as their mere appearance is a breach of the Masquerade. In addition, the nature of the bloodline's origin manifests itself in the fact that Gargoyles are highly susceptible to mind control of any source. This weakness is intentional, a flaw placed into all Gargoyles by the Tremere in the hope that it would make them easier to control and less likely to rebel. And with that, guys, as always, this is the end of the video, and once again, as always, I hope you learned something new and enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next video I release or the next live stream I do on Twitch. Thank you guys for choosing to hang out with me, and I'll catch you guys later.